Hi there, my name is Vix Aguilera and I've put this short video together as a bit of an introduction really for you. Tell you a bit about my story, my background, why I partnered with a 40-plus-year-old health and wellness brand, why now could be the perfect time for you to do the same, and also what this could do for you.
The world is moving, speeding towards limitless new horizons. At Arbonne, we are expanding our concept of who we are and how we live. Today, as we see rapid growth across wellness and e-commerce, we're becoming more intentional around our concept of well-being and supporting those seeking personal and experiential interactions online. At Arbonne, we are perfectly positioned at the intersection of this nearly $10 trillion opportunity between wellness and e-commerce like no other brand. We have been leaders for over 40 years in what is clean, botanical beauty and nutrition, and we are leading into the future of what that can be. We are committed to being in harmony with nature, learning wellness from it and each other, assuring that we balance people, planet, profit for a sustainable future. We're a community like no other, bringing together people from diverse backgrounds from across the globe, all with one mission. And we're just getting started. Join us and discover a business opportunity that fits in your life, not around it. Come as you are. Come to learn, explore, and grow. Come to define your better future. Your time is now.
So just to give you a bit of background on me, I am 47 at the moment, nearly 48, and I joined Arbonne just as I was approaching my 45th birthday. Good gosh, time flies. So I basically at the time, my friends and family would have looked at me and thought, I was living a pretty decent life. I was quite comfortable. I've been married for around 20 years. I've got 9 huskies and, a couple of businesses that I was working mainly from home. And to all outside eyes, I probably looked pretty sorted. But actually, the truth was I was feeling pretty lost. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I knew that as I'd hit my mid-40s, I wasn't really happy. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go in. I knew I wanted to give more, but I didn't know how. And although I wasn't necessarily lacking in confidence, I was lacking in belief. I thought at my mid-40s that was it for me, really. And there wasn't much hope to change anything in my life. And I was kind of stuck where I was. And although I wasn't massively unhappy with my life, as I said, I knew that there was more out there for me and I wanted to do more with it. And that's when Arbonne pretty much fell into my life. I'd known a lady called Lucy who had started an Arbonne business a few years previous to this. And she'd sent me a couple of samples. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really, I didn't really take much notice. And then I remember just being sat on the sofa and I was about to put through an order for some protein that, to be honest with you, didn't taste very good. It was vegan, which is what I wanted, but it was really like highly flavored with artificial sweeteners and stuff, and I really didn't enjoy the flavor. And a post had come up on Facebook from Lucy saying it was last chance to order to get a special deal, and I thought, you know what, I'd rather order through her than a nameless, faceless brand that I didn't really know anything about. And I thought also it might just sort of help her out a bit. So that's kind of what I did. And then I jumped into the business with both feet, because I then realized and actually started doing some research on the brand and realized how the brand aligned with my own beliefs so well. And, when I think of how far I and Arbonne have come in the last 3 years, in fact, I will share a picture now with you of what I was looking like and how I was, how I was just before I started my business. So, of course, this brand has transformed my life. And, I say that, which may sound like quite glib in the way I say it, but, although I wasn't lacking in confidence, as I've mentioned before, I didn't really have much of a direction. And not only was I able to start using some products that I really enjoyed to use, I bought some protein, I bought moisturizer, I think I bought mascara as well. And, I was introduced to Arbonne when really no one in my network, none of my friends or family knew about the brand. And that may sound, oh, that sounds terrible, but actually that's a really good thing, because I was able to share with no previous misconceptions about the products and about the business to the people I knew. And I was able to share my genuine story. So, I know that things have moved on a lot since then, and now we see a lot of influencers and brand ambassadors on social media. And let's be honest, not all of them even use the products they're peddling, as it were. And when you're able to do something where you're able to share a genuine transformation and share products that you actually believe in, I personally feel that carries a lot more weight. And those are the sort of people that I look forward to working with now. You mentioned how this was transformational for me, and I don't just mean the products. I mean, yes, of course, the skincare products are vegan, they're free from gluten, they're free from dairy, they're free from, chemicals and nasties and things like that. But also, it's it's the way that you transform yourself as a person. Part of Arbonne, what we do best is we have an amazing community of people that want the best for you. And also there's a lot of personal development, personal growth involved. And, right at the time that I didn't think I needed any of that, I was hit with a crossroads in my life where I went from being happily married for 20 plus years to then being divorced. And I know hand on heart that had I not done a lot of the work on myself, I would not have coped or dealt with my divorce anywhere near as well as I did. So, that to me, I will always be very, very grateful for. So not only have the products, the skincare line, which is just incredible, changed the way I look, but also it's changed the way I feel. But it's also changed the way I feel about myself. And that has been a real game changer. And what I've been able to do is actually take that on to other people as well. So the people in my team, I can help them through my own experiences, but also help them grow as a person and achieve their own goals as they're going forward. Now, that may not sound like something you want to do at all. You might think, do you know what? I barely know about this business. I'm not sure that I want to start building a team and be responsible for other people and all that kind of thing. Well, it's not at all like that. The great thing about Arbonne is that anybody can do it. Now, it could be that you just want to earn some extra money. And right now, with energy bills on the rise and, that gap at the end of the month getting smaller and smaller, adding a little bit of extra money at the end of the month is what most people want, to be honest with you, when they start this business. But everyone is different. Some people just want to be a brand ambassador, which is super easy. What we can do is we can share and recommend products that we're using by a little thing called a recommended cart, which is super easy. Just use your phone, you send a link to a friend or someone that you know, a contact, and they're able to look at the product, see how much it is, and they can decide whether they want to buy it or not. If they decide to buy it, a commission will be paid to you. Commission, basically, a product commission. When they purchase that product will be paid to you. And because of the way Arbonne works, you will always have that person as your client. They will be tied to your ID. So whenever they order and reorder in the future, you will get that commission. And that's amazing. And that's what some people want, and they want to leave it there, and that's absolutely fine. Then other people want to actually build a business, build a team in one of the 6 countries we're in, which includes the UK, Poland, Canada, the US, Australia, and New Zealand. So if you know people in any of those countries, you can help them buy the products that you're perhaps using already and recommending, but also they can build a team themselves. Now, I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty here and talk about what it actually costs. Now, I've been self-employed since 1999, and I've started a number of businesses over the years, and I'm sure there's people that you know, or perhaps yourself, you're a business owner. I started this business for less than £30. I think at the time there was a bit of a deal on, but right now in the UK, you can start this business for £30. There's different equivalents in different countries. There's no required inventory. And what that means is that although you can see my products there that I've got on the shelf, which are there for my guests when they come and stay, but also I've got my own products too, but you don't have to buy anything when you start. Of course, it's a good idea to buy a couple of bits that perhaps you'd be using anyway. So for me, it was protein powder, moisturizer, that kind of thing. But there's no required inventory. So you can get started straight away. And then as you get more into the product, you find out you can buy products as you go, but there is never a requirement to buy them. And that to me is a big key, because everybody has a different budget in mind. Everybody sees money differently. Like I said, it could be that you just want to earn a little bit to you might be a big bit to someone else. So it really is relative. And that's where this business truly is for anyone. We all start with a level playing field. Now, there are other things I would love to tell you about, which we can go through into more detail, which is about how the actual business works, how you can earn overrides, how you can build a team, how that works going forward up all the different management levels. But, that is for more of an in-depth presentation. all I want to tell you right now is that network marketing has had a bad rep sometimes over the last few years, certainly with the global pandemic as things have progressed. And, not all companies are the same, but I'm going to put it out there and say that Arbonne, we are changing that. Not only are we a forward-thinking, progressive company that is interested in, helping the planet, recycling. We have our own Arbonne Cycle program. We use post-consumer recycled plastics. We use all of these different things, and we are responsible going forward. And we're wanting to change the way people see network marketing by having an inclusive community, by not being spammy, by not pushing our products at people, but just telling people what we love. And if they're going to love the same things as us, then great. If they're not, no problem. Now, all I want to say to you right now is that I would love to share more to you. I would love you to be involved, whether that's as a client or whether you decide to join the business. Like I said, there's room for everyone, and it could really, really help you. Just think about that for a moment. Would it be helpful to have an extra couple of £100 a month? Would it be helpful to use a product that doesn't make you feel bloated? Would it be nice to use products that are compact in paper and cardboard and not plastics? Would it be nice to learn more about yourself, to improve your confidence, to be around other like-minded people in the community, and to earn money to help close that gap at the end of the month that I've already mentioned? So if that resonates with you, reach out to myself or whoever shared this video with you. Let me share a more in-depth, business presentation, and we can go from there. Any questions, of course, please give me a shout, and I hope to talk to you soon.